Explosion begun. You were heading for Castro's compound. We're losing him. Do it again. We have no choice.
What When a franchise has sold millions of games and is a recognizable household name, each new entry in the series comes with a lot of expectation. So what are you expecting from Call of Duty Black Ops? An exciting campaign? You got it. Chock full of gameplay variety and dripping with covert intensity.
Weaver!
Engrossing competitive multiplayer? It's here, and in addition to some enjoyable new features to keep the sharks grinning, there's a new combat training mode for minnows tired of getting mercilessly gobbled up. Cooperative zombie killing? Why yes. Yes indeed. Black Ops delivers the top-notch action that the Call of Duty series is known for, and though you may have expected it to be the case, this is undoubtedly one of the best shooters of the year.
¡Sal de aquí, puta capitalista!
Oye, ¿de dónde tú eres? I said, where are you from?
Let's start with the campaign. Set largely during the 1960s, the story takes you to Cold War hotspots like Cuba, Russia, and Vietnam. You are an elite covert operative, but don't expect a lot of silent infiltration. There are some sneaky parts, but Black Ops doesn't stick with one scenario for too long. One moment you'll be staging a brutal prison breakout, and the next you'll be piloting an attack helicopter along a lush river valley. You'll spew flames in the trenches, rain mortars on the tundra, and use a lot of other vehicles and weapons to accomplish your objectives. The core running and gunning mechanics remain as frantic as ever, and the gameplay variety throughout the campaign keeps the action moving at a great clip.
Your name is Alex Mason. You were born in Fairbanks, Alaska. In 1961, you served in a CIA assassination team known as Operation 40. Is that correct?
Your globetrotting adventures form pieces of a puzzle that some faceless, distorted voice-type dudes are trying to put together by roughly interrogating you. Each excursion into the field is a memory, and these slowly start to come together and build momentum as each interrogation sequence puts another piece of the puzzle in place. It's not the most original mechanic, but it has a cohesive effect on the action, and a few strong characters and dramatic moments give it a little extra oomph. The blurry edges of your consciousness conceal information that must come to light, and the way it all plays out is surprising and satisfying. Speaking of satisfaction, some of the greatest thrills to be found in Call of Duty Black Ops are in the realm of competitive multiplayer. The fast-paced action returns with most of its familiar flavors intact, and gaining experience, customizing your loadout, and earning killstreak rewards is just as addictive as ever. New weapons, maps, and an explosive-laden remote control car are all well and good. But the key new element in play this year is currency. In addition to earning experience for your combat performance, you also earn Call of Duty points, which you can then spend in a variety of ways. Most perks, weapon attachments, kill streaks, and equipment items are available early on, providing you shell out the points to equip them. Guns are still unlocked as you level up, but again, you gotta pony up the points to put one in your loadout. Customization options like face paint, player card backgrounds, and the new Create Your Own Icon tool are all accessed by spending points. Having to pay your way gives you more control over your loadout in the early going, and if you were to speculate that earning points is as satisfying as earning experience, well, you'd be right. Call of Duty points also enable two cool new mechanics, the first of which is contracts. These are essentially challenges for hire. If you take a contract to stab someone in the back, it'll cost you 50 points. If you complete your objective within the allotted time period, you'll earn 100 back. Tougher contracts cost more, but they also have bigger payouts. You can have up to 3 contracts active at a time across 3 different categories, and the available contracts change regularly. Though they are unlikely to make you very rich, it's fun to take them on for variety's sake and for the satisfaction of spending some points to get more points.
Weapons cycled.
Now, if contracts are gambling against the house, then wager matches are gambling against other players. In these matches, you can choose to ante up in a few different increments, and then you get to play the most unique and quirky game modes that Black Ops has to offer. For example, Gun Game gives you progressively better weapons for each kill you tally, while One in the Chamber gives you a pistol with 1 bullet and only 3 lives to live. With strange rules and points on the line, wager matches are downright exotic as Call of Duty multiplayer goes, and they offer a great change of pace to the familiar frantic firefights. And for those who hanker for something completely different, there are zombies. Okay, zombies actually made their COD debut 2 years ago in World at War, but zombie mode is still a whole lot of incongruous fun, especially given one of the, more historically inaccurate setups.
Now, gentlemen, as I like to think, in the long history of the world, that there are only a few generations.
Sounds like someone breaking in!
It's just a storm, Dick. Sit down.
New maps and weapons freshen things up a bit, but at its core, this is the same frenzied action that Nazi zombie veterans know and love. This is also the only cooperative gameplay mode in Call of Duty Black Ops, and it only supports 2 players locally on consoles, or 4 online. 2 console players can also play split-screen competitive multiplayer online, and 4 can get together for some fierce local competition. There are 2 more new modes that help make Black Ops the most fully featured Call of Duty game yet. Combat Training simulates a competitive multiplayer environment with AI opponents, and allows you to set the enemy difficulty to match your skill level. You gain experience and unlock gear in the same way as online multiplayer, and though this progress only applies within Combat Training, it's a great way to get the excitement and challenge of competitive multiplayer without submitting to the vicious predations of actual humans. The other new mode is Theater, which lets you view replays of your games, take screenshots, and edit clips to share with the community. Reliving moments both glorious and shameful is a lot of fun, and the community has already started cranking out content for your viewing pleasure. What it all comes down to is that Call of Duty Black Ops is an excellent game. New modes and mechanics give a jolt of energy to the lively competitive multiplayer, and the engrossing new campaign clocks in as one of the best in the series. Combat Training allows anyone to enjoy the thrills of arena combat and the satisfaction of leveling up, and killing zombies, well, just remember to aim for the head. Call of Duty Black Ops lives up to the top-notch pedigree that the series has earned, giving players an awesome new shooter to enjoy just in time for the holidays.
Oh my God!
It appears the Pentagon has been breached.
Zombies. Gentlemen, at times like these, our capacity to retaliate must be, and has to be, massive to deter all forms of aggression. Gentlemen, lock and load.
Viva la revolución!
Any last words, Mr. President?
Yes, Jack. Any superlative words of inspiration for our humble troops?
Do not pray for easy lives, my friends. Pray to be stronger men.